What is this? Wait, so there's been an update and all dirty drivers have now been removed. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Surely that means multiplayer is now, like, actually fun. No way, surely not. Oh my god, it's actually true. Online racing is now fully clean. Oh my god, this is just absolutely sensational. I'm honestly getting a bit emotional right now. I never thought I'd see the day. This is actually great because this means EA is finally listening to the community and actually... Whoa, wait, how did I just fall asleep? I think that's why. I think I accidentally clicked on that. Anyway, I want to see this new update with the clean online racing. Wait, I didn't dream that, did I? Nah, I don't think so. Wait, hang on. No, don't tell me it's a dream. No, God, please, no. No! In recent weeks, the epidemic of dirty drivers has reached new levels.
They have crashed! They've gone into each other!
Every race that I go into results in myself getting absolutely obliterated by these people. If only there was some sort of way I could get revenge whilst making an overly dramatic video.
It's gonna be great.
Our journey begins in Belgium, where despite there being just 3 other drivers in the lobby at this point, it took just 40 seconds for me to be crashed into. And as the popularity of the lobby increased, so did the amount of questionable driving. There were incidents like this that were just so crazy, I got distracted and drove into the gravel like a prime Carlos Sainz. It was just crash after crash, with the average defensive move looking something like this.
It's a joke. It's an absolute freaking joke.
Eventually, after many more incidents, enough was enough.
The little boy from Rosario, Argentina, on behalf of every little boy wearing his shirt. He's done it before. He's done it brilliantly for his nation in this competition. He must do it now.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We've been waiting for this all season long.
Lining up in P10 in Monaco with no assists, simulation damage and surrounded by dirty drivers is slightly scary, believe it or not. So I made sure to go slowly off the start, which worked out perfectly, as a clear path opened up for me after just a few crashes ahead. There were a few heroics into Saint-Devote, and one of these drivers unable to navigate the first corner was this guy, ZM Venters, who about 5 minutes ago was busy taking people out. Just past turn 1 as well was the rare sight of an Alpine that retired not due to engine issues, which is pretty crazy to be honest. And heading up the hill, I was already P2 after 9 DNFs in 12 seconds. And I knew I would soon take the lead of the race given the shaky driving of the car ahead. And after not too long, I was right. There were just 4 drivers left at this point. Myself, my teammate who I knew from my Discord server and is a trusted ally, a Mercedes, and this Geordie person who I shared a very nice battle with a few races ago, so was someone I trusted. My teammate went ahead of me on the next lap, which was absolutely most definitely a deliberate decision I made.
That's an ouch moment, isn't it?
Nothing really happened after this until the very last lap, where I was very sad to discover that Geordie had had a bit of a crash. I briefly stopped to pay my respects and then carried on to the end, where I came second with just 3 people surviving this slightly unusual race. After some wonderful wheel-to-wheel racing and this beautiful move from the Alfa Romeo, I wasted no time in once again bringing everyone to the streets of Monaco with no assists. I was starting a bit further forward this time in P4, but within just 5 seconds, the top 3 took each other out and I took the lead.
Actually, we've got a replay here for you if you want to see it for the first time. Classic down the inside that becomes a bit messy as they took the second one. Any initial comments?
I mean, I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Unfortunately though, I completely bottled it shortly after, and I was stuck behind a driver with quite an interesting style of driving. Luckily for me, he decided to drive into a wall, which was very nice of him, but despite being P1 again though, my driving just wasn't very good for some reason. There was just something about my drive in this race that just screamed Monaco-based YouTuber who beat Lewis Hamilton in equal machinery. And by the way, if you are a SkyQ or a Skyglass customer, make sure you press that red subscribe button down below. I would greatly appreciate it, and if you don't, Verstappen is going to come to your house and give you a kick. I carried on though, past my teammate who was just chilling there, I don't know, and then onto the main straight where these drivers crashed and then vanished like Harry Kane in big games. Despite some very scruffy driving from myself, it was a slam dunk victory with just 4 people finishing the race. Well, 4 people until this happened.
This is fucking madness.
I would return to Monaco later on for an epic finale, however for now I wanted to experiment with some other ways of trolling. The first idea I had was to tell people in my Discord server that I was doing a manhunt video and then I would park in this runoff area and reset to track just before I got crashed into. The idea was to try and break the whole lobby's ankles in one go, which was very ambitious, so here's how it went. Okay, here we go, everyone is lined up behind me and all I've got to do is just drive to turn 1 and then reset to track while the whole lobby charges towards me. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, let's do this. Oh god, okay, I didn't realise they would be that quick to react, not gonna lie. Okay, right, this guy behind me is way too close. So I'm gonna break his ankles at the first corner and then I'll just carry on with the plan. Boom! Look at that. Alright. No! For my next tactic, I wanted to go with something a bit different. You see, with my current methods for trolling toxic players, it seems to involve quite a risky and stressful race as I have to try and survive to the end and avoid these crazy players. If only there was a way I can press a button and have these toxic players instantly taken out in the most brutal way possible. Well, that's what this next plan is all about. I have recruited some people from my Discord server who are effectively going to be my personal homing missiles. I'm going to be spectating some online races to find some dirty drivers, and then I'll get my recruitment to just obliterate them on command. The first target was this Alfa Romeo that jump started and then hit the car in front, and after some investigation I decided it would be necessary for him to be taken out, which was successful to say the least. The next target was this Alpine, however the attack didn't quite go as planned.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And in the next race, this Haas became a target, and after surviving the first crash, he was eventually eliminated. Well, here it is, the final lobby of the video, a lobby that was apparently unable to start a race without half the field crashing. Now this lobby was home to many psychos, some of which you will hear about later on, and after experimenting with some other methods of trolling, I decided to stick with what I know best.
This was the no-brainer, this was the banker. This was the one that couldn't fail, this was one that's never failed.
As I lined up in the middle of a grid full of dirty drivers, I just knew it was going to be very hard. Well, it was another beautiful start. I very quickly got into a podium position and then P2 shortly after, as the race had already lost over half of the starting drivers, one of which was this person who absolutely wiped me out in the last race. Luckily he was unable to do the same this race as he spun, missed the first corner and then crashed out, all within just 30 seconds, which I think is pretty impressive. For the next lap and a half I just kind of chilled by myself until I came across this Williams. Unfortunately for me though, this wasn't just any Williams, this was a certified dirty driver who had been raining terror on the lobby before this race. In Austria I noticed him wait on the main straight and then spend the rest of the race taking people out. Not only this, but he is clearly a Newcastle fan, and as an Arsenal fan myself, I cannot have my day ruined by Newcastle for a second time this week. The pressure was really on. The last thing I wanted was for the final race to end in disaster. I quickly do a few dummy moves and my suspicions are confirmed. This man is after me. I keep trying to weave and find a gap to get past, but he's just all over the place. But after a bit more weaving, he braked a bit too much and I just about squeezed through despite losing my front wing. However, it is not over yet, as I just knew at this point that he was going to try and take me out when I braked for the next corner, so I was going to have to somehow try and dodge his attack.
are certain moments where silence falls on a racing track and you know what that means.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how the hell I survived that, to be honest. Anyway, shortly after, the Aston Martin next to me just did that. And then a few corners later, I realised the problem I had. My car had been through the wars and was now as fragile as Tottenham's chances of winning a trophy this year. The remaining lap and a half was going to be a huge struggle, as I decided to let the car behind go past so I could have some more space. Although I didn't even realise that he was a lap down at the time anyway. But now I had just one lap left with so much damage, and I had to survive just one more lap to win the final race of the video. Surely I wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, it was actually really easy in the end. I just drove slowly and didn't do anything stupid. But anyway, there we go, that is it, as I reversed across the line to win the final race and be one of just 2 people to even survive this one. I have to say, I've had a great time making this video, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, or don't if you didn't enjoy. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.